Hey FRPC, we're getting started this week with our Stewardship campaign, which usually happens in the fall every year. This year we've moved it a bit earlier because last year we had some struggles with our financial team having enough time to get a budget together by the end of the year so session could approve it and we could start off in January on a good foot. And so this year we're asking that you deliberate and think with your family about what you give to your church for the next 4 weeks. We will have minutes for mission from different church members in the coming weeks about what they give and why they give to their church. And there will be 2 letters coming to you from the church office. One here at the beginning and then one at the end with your pledge card. We will have Pledge Sunday on the final Sunday of October instead of in November this year. I wanted to share with you a few things I'd like you to be thinking about as you and your family think together about what it is you have to offer the church. First of all, we are asked as followers of Christ to give from all parts of our life, and so stewardship is not only about the money we give. We certainly, as a church, need your funds to be able to pay your pastor, to pay your staff who do their jobs so well in the office and taking care of our building, and when we can get back to it through the music ministry of the church and in other ways, and as well as taking care of this wonderful building that we are blessed to have. So that financial piece is one aspect. And on top of the money that goes to our congregation through your monthly and weekly giving, in that way we also give to mission projects, to service projects in our community. We work with the Lacey Food Bank, we work with Grandmother's Cupboard, we work with other organizations in our community seasonally through particular events. We work with the African Mission Partnership and with the national denominational offerings that are done to provide support to various ministries of service through the PCUSA. Those are all the financial ways that we give in the big picture. Our members also give a great deal individually, providing scholarships for youth to go to events, providing supplies for Sunday school, for programs, for potlucks, for all different things. Our church is greatly generous in that way. But we also are a community that gives a great deal of time and care to one another, and those things are not to be discounted as parts of what we offer to God as we think about stewardship. So as you think about stewardship, please think about the money that you give and what you can give this year. And I would particularly ask you to think about 2021. 2020 has been a strange and difficult year for all of us. Many things are not what we wanted them to be. And 2019 was difficult for FRPC. You spent a great deal of the year without a pastor. Our music ministry changed a great deal. And I joined you in September. And our journey together has been a great one as far as I'm concerned, but it's also had its difficulties. So those 2 years, I'm hoping we can leave in the rearview mirror as we start 2021. And when you think about next year, I want you to think about the ministries we can return to as hopefully COVID-19 becomes less of a concern. And hopefully we find a vaccine or other things and we can gather together more fully as God's people in our building and in the activities we want to be doing together. I want you to think about the fact that in 2021, your church most likely will have a new pastor. I want you to think about that person and what you hope they will bring to your church, the things that they will need as your pastor. We pastors are not miraculous people who survive with no food and no shelter, and so there are resources the church needs to offer to the process of finding that new pastor that will cost money. And so your financial donations, whatever is possible for your family towards the work of the bigger church as a whole, will also contribute to our PNC's ability to hire the right pastor for this church for into the future. So think about your dreams for who that pastor will be and what they will bring to the congregation, and keep that in mind as you think about what you can give. But I also want you to think about what you can give in other ways. Who can you call that you've wondered about how they were doing and just ask that question? How are you? Who can you offer some support by offering to bring them groceries if they need it? Those are some individual ways we can offer care to one another in these times. And then I want you to think about when we do gather in person, what ways can you support the church? Are you willing to be one of our attendants who helps in these odd days with the new ways we need to enter worship and exit at the end? Can you help provide a scholarship for one of our confirmation students to attend the events that come with confirmation? Can you donate to the mission projects we have coming up? Lacey Food Bank is still taking donations from the church, and the bin is still available here. There are many, many ways we give in all parts of our life. And I hope that whatever you give, you think of that as a gift to God, because it is. And our church is grateful for all the ways that you give. So please, as you enter this season and hear from your siblings in Christ in the weeks to come about what and why they have given in their lives, think about what it means in your life to give for your faith. That's our goal in this stewardship season every year, and I hope that it can be a blessing to your deliberation and your faith in this time. Peace.